Okay, part 3, and hopefully the last part, so that I don't bore anyone. But yeah, Gaia, she is, amazing, and just think of all you know right now, and, so many of us are realizing that we don't hardly know anything. We haven't been educated properly. The schools aren't even, the textbooks aren't, they're not even true. There's always a grain of truth in most lies, they say, but that's not very helpful when you're trying to educate your mind to help educate other minds to help, evolve your community. So, needless to say, Gaia gives us everything we need. We don't need all this heavy school to start with. Maybe for some things, there's, who am I? I don't have all the answers, but the way it's being done, this Common Core as it's called, and who was the gentleman? Was it not Albert Pike? It probably wasn't, unfortunately, but if somebody could research that, and I'll try myself. But yeah, he literally came to the East Coast here, up, what was it? I want to say Rhode Island, and it was one of the smaller states. It was either there or New Hampshire, something like that, Connecticut, right around that area. And where this was first tried at in the United States, this Common Core, the parents were so upset about this, about being forced to put their children in school, having no choice, and what they were learning, and had to be gone all day long. And it was a bad thing. Well, there was literally like a mob in the streets, a peaceful mob, just thank goodness, but a mob nonetheless, and that did not work. Somebody from their city commissioned him with money they shouldn't have, because right then and there he got run out of town, and unfortunately, as we can all see, it came back, and it came back there and started there too a few years later. And if I have said that wrong, I'm going to be so disappointed in myself, because that is important for me to know, because I have 2 teenagers and I would never want to spread disinfo. But it is an interesting story when you look at the history of things that we've not been taught, usually right from the get-go, like that right there, the actual beginning history of school even, And so back to what I was saying is that we don't need anything like that. There's no need for undue stress. There's going to be that enough coming with chopping the wood, or doing daily chores, or gathering food, or what have you. And I don't mean gathering food like a hunter-gatherer. It could be plucking your own tomatoes out of your garden or your neighbor's garden, or maybe it means going, my family, we're to the point now where only 2 people in my family eat meat. So, but for those who eat meat, maybe it means gathering food is going to the big freezer in the shed to pull meat into the big house, But if we sit down and think about it, even medicine, Gaia has medicines, and I wish I knew half of this and would have given it any regard before I ever got on the medication that I'm on for pain, which I know makes me so dense, But, so if anybody's out there who's awakening, I hope you hear this, if you ever were to get hurt from this day forward, if there's any way to lay down any medications you're taking, from Tylenol to pain management drugs, get off of them if it's possible. If you haven't been on them for a long time, and if your dose isn't that high, and you don't have such an addiction that's like laid roots into it because of no fault of your own, that happens. People get addicted to soda, what do you want? People are addicted to food, cigarettes, beer, liquor, I myself used to drink the heck out of some alcohol, but,